This isn't the 16-hour stay shit, so it's going to come off on the bottle. It's disgusting.
I'm 100% okay with that.
I know. It's just me and you chugging out of the damn bottle.
Because we're savages.
We're savages. We don't give a
Savages!
fuck. Yeah.
But we're live savages.
Oh, hey.
No,
Hi,
that's
girl.
why I was dancing.
That was the perfect opening. Is to get danced.
I know, right?
I don't give a fuck. I drink out of the bottle.
Don't give a fuck. Don't give a fuck.
So I love you guys.
Jesus. Welcome to Girls, Gore, and Gin, guys.
Hello, everyone.
Thanks for joining us.
Whoa, I see boobies over there.
As
Take my
always.
glasses off.
I know.
Whoa.
It's Jessica. It's Jessica's boobies.
Yes. Curtis doing another photo shoot with his beautiful wife,
Yes.
who doesn't like cigars, so I don't like her very much. I'm just kidding.
Aw.
Nah,
She's gonna
she's
She
Yeah.
can hold one. Just fucking make it look like it's lit. Why you gotta be a dick?
No, we've done that like twice already.
It worked, didn't it?
She's wonderful. I'm just joking.
She is. She's
We
a
love
sweetheart. I really do like her. So
Yeah.
Hard worker, too. Always on the-
Seriously,
Oh,
she
yeah.
came and sat with us when we had our event here at the
Mhm.
studio.
Yes.
and she went to baby. So cute. Oh, he was so cute. I just wanted to squeeze him, but I was like, no, it's probably stranger danger. I'll just admire from over here.
Oh my
They're so cute.
Goody has joined us. Frankie is also watching.
Hey,
Hello.
Goody. Hey, Frankie.
Frankie.
Who? Wait, what? Frankie? Which Frank? Which Frankie? Do we know a Frankie? I guess it's just a habit to say hi to everybody who joins us.
Hello,
Mr.
everybody.
Frankie.
He's
Hi,
sharing.
Frankie. Oh, that's nice. Frankie is sharing. What a nice guy. I hope he watches often.
What a nice dude.
I bet he'd be a great bartender.
I don't know about that.
I'm over
No,
here
no.
drinking White Claw and mixing it with New Amsterdam mango.
I got a donut shop vanilla latte and some Jack Daniels.
Donuts.
I got it. So I think Lauren's combo makes more sense.
You know
White
what? We
Claw.
don't judge people's lives, all right? We just we know we got struggles, all
I'm
right?
not judging your life. I'm just judging your life decisions. That's okay.
It happens. It happens.
Hey, Chris and Greg join us.
Guys.
What's up, everyone? How you doing?
Hey, Greg. Hey, Chris. I think we're on YouTube also, aren't we, right
Yeah.
now?
We are on the
I'm
YouTube.
trying to figure out how to share.
Show the YouTube? The YouTube?
Did you tubes?
YouTubes?
You know, the only problem with that is there's not really places to share the YouTube video when we're live itself. So it's just a matter of
That's
people
true. That's what I was
tuning in
looking
kind
at.
of thing.
Yeah.
Which is fine because a couple people do. And
Oh,
if they
yeah.
like watching there better, that's cool.
What's else?
More better.
Certainly more betterish.
More better.
Oh my gosh.
Danny
Oh,
Dan
really
joining us.
Hey, thanks for joining us.
Hello.
Tonight we're going to be talking about escapees that have not been caught, still on the run. Or
Yeah.
some have been caught and then brought back again and then they disappeared again. And it's like, what the
Fucking
fuck?
Houdinis
Yes,
and
exactly. But that's a little bit later in the show. Real quick, because we're coming upon it, like we'll probably mention this twice just to be safe. Not this weekend, but next weekend we will be in Las Vegas, Nevada at the Shock Fest Film Festival. Boop, boop. And we're going to have a booth there. So anybody in the area or anybody interested in going to the Shock Fest Film Festival, you can look them up on Facebook. You can look them up online. You can buy tickets to go. Come out and meet us. We'd love to meet you guys. Like I said, we'll have a booth there. So
So exciting.
yeah, she's going to be amazing. And also, if you guys were not aware, we have a short film that we are trying to fund to make a full-length film called Christmas Party Massacre. There is an Indiegogo link on our site. No, it's done. Is it done?
Yeah, we already lost.
No, restart that motherfucker.
I can't restart it.
What?
That's not how that works. That's why it's a 30-day thing. It's all good.
That's true.
None of it rains, of course, right? Just go move past it.
So where's my money? I donated some shit. What happened? I want my pre-release DVD. I wanted the special shoot of Lauren. What the fuck?
I know. What the hell?
Oh yeah, that's gotta get sent out.
Fuck. I'm so fucking gypped right now. I'm just kidding. So
And
Bob's
you
that
see
last
Lauren
thing
all
I
the
said.
time.
And
Not all the time.
Not enough.
Not enough.
You're right.
Hello.
I want to be able to look it up whenever the fuck I want to for what I paid for, not what everybody else gets to fucking see. Shit.
For reals. Sorry, I keep looking down. I'm trying to share.
Oh, are
some
you
of
trying to
my-
do YouTube still?
Some of my groups. No, on Facebook.
Oh, I
Just
see.
some of my other groups.
More the better.
Danny Dan. Oh, did you not get him again? I'm so sorry. Send us a message in our Facebook Messenger.
Shoot.
Your address and all of that, and we'll get that out ASAP.
Yeah.
Within the next week, I promise we'll get that out. I'm so sorry about that.
I had no idea.
You be you.
My bad, dude.
It's probably my fault.
I was literally just messaging him that right now too on the page.
Oh,
But
yeah.
you're absolutely right. Yeah, please hit us up again, and we'll make sure it happens. Because
Yeah.
we want you to have those mugs because they're fucking awesome. So what I'm using right now is one of these mugs.
Yeah.
Oh, your special MIG mug?
I will say this right now before we
Mixed
get
mug.
too far into the real meat of the stories today, because I'm excited.
Uh-huh.
But Frankie bought me one that says "Death Before Decaf." You've seen it before.
Yes, I
And
want
now
that.
He's pissed because I'm drinking out of this one.
Oh, well, you're
I love-
saving the better one.
I
It's
love
like-
coffee mugs, so I have one about Jurassic World because I fucking love those movies.
Yes.
I'm a nerd like that, and I don't use any other ones anymore.
I love coffee mugs too. I have one that's it looks like a puppy face, but it's like it sinks in and goes out, and you can put cookies in it, so you can
Oh
have,
my
it holds your
God.
cookies while you're drinking your coffee. I love coffee mugs because I love coffee.
That's cool.
And then Nick is, I love this right here. You girls are my Thursday ritual. I think we gotta start using that as a tag.
Aw.
Thursday ritual?
Thursday
Yeah.
ritual.
That sounds perfect. That's just
That's cool.
indicative
Thank
of the show
you.
right there. That's a perfect name. Thank you, Nick.
Yes, thank you.
Wait,
Thanks for letting us steal that too, even though you didn't consent to it.
No, he's been a fan for quite a bit though. He
Yeah.
always tunes in. He's always here. So thank you. I
Really?
love that.
Yeah.
It's really cool. He always comments on the Instagram stuff too.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Very
So
cool.
thank you.
I've been neglecting Instagram for like a month.
I know. I need
So-
pictures, bitch.
I'm
I'm gonna start putting pictures up of Miguel. So.
There you go. Joe Gale.
I need something.
It's Joe Gale.
I'm worried about that for our viewers' sake. Not for me. Like I just want them to get hurt. The first time someone who's into horror needs a safe space when they see my body.
Bud.
All up on my
Well, hell,
body.
if you guys are up for it and we have time, let's do a shoot in Vegas with you two together.
I would love that.
I want to do the other one too.
Yeah, we'll get the Gwen Stefani thing going. I'd love to do the school. Well, we'll talk about that one later. There's a calendar thing. They don't get to know yet. But yeah, we'll get as much as we can get done in Vegas because fucking Vegas is awesome.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. Oh show. Oh, they have like a desk and stuff. We could use that for the
That would be awesome.
thing that we're gonna do. Shh, we're not telling you yet.
Oh my goodness.
Joe, I have a question for you.
Oh shit, I might have an answer. I might have to plead the fifth, but go ahead.
Would you rather trek through sewer shit to escape prison,
Mm-hmm.
or have to drink your own piss?
Drink my own piss.
I didn't finish. But once you're okay, say you're in Alcatraz, right?
Okay.
And you have to climb out through the sewers. Would you rather do that or find another way to escape but have to drink your own piss because you're in the ocean and you're traveling? You have to.
I heard you can't do that too much though, because eventually you will dehydrate.
Yes.
But I mean,
But you
it's
also
enough
can't
to
drink-
get you by.
You can't drink seawater
Yeah, so I gotta.
either. So
I don't have a wiener, so it's not like I could float and like get it and aim it to my mouth. so
say
that'd be
you
kinda-
say you had
I can't swim either. Fuck.
I can't either, but
I'm just gonna
say-
get shanked by Wanda. 'Cause I can't swim through shit, and I can't drink my own piss and go swim in the water. I'm just gonna drown. I'm gonna fucking drown.
No, this one's really
You
graphic
set me up for
this
failure
week.
real quick, Lauren.
I didn't mean to. I don't know.
No, but if I could swim, I think I would just try to drink my own piss and swim it out. Yeah, I had a hard time making it through the Jackass movies at some parts of it. I'm
Oh
like,
my
no,
God,
I can't do
dude.
that.
The porta potties.
And then when he went in the store to test out the
No.
toilets or whatever, no.
No.
No, and I work in a bar, so you see a lot. Like, oh God, I have a horror story from this past week, but I'm not going to share it. It didn't involve poop, but from the other end.
Oh, you can tell me
Okay.
later if you want.
Oh,
Hi, Tiffany.
Hi.
You're watching. That's great. Hi.
Yeah. Anyway, it was horrific. So I'd rather deal with vomit than poop. So
Oh yeah, I'd rather drink my own piss.
yeah.
And
I don't want to trek through someone else's fucking shit. But this is like
Inspections, everything. You
Yeah,
don't want to. What if you
yeah.
got to cut? You never know. Like, and how deep is the shit? I gotta imagine it's probably gonna be pretty deep if it's gotta be bad
I don't
enough to
know.
want to
I'm
say fuck
thinking
it and go in the
Shawshank
ocean.
style.
Ooh, like you're actually like all in it crawling.
Can I give you guys some weird
Nope.
news that I got today? Actually, I
Uh-oh.
was listening to a podcast. It's called Profiles and Eccentricities.
Okay.
They're very funny, and they're always talking about drinking pee. And one of them finally
Piss
went,
drinkers.
yeah, they did an entire episode on the benefits of pee and like how it's helped society throughout the years.
Okay.
Washing clothes, Survival situations.
Shut the fuck up.
Survival situations 4 times. You can drink your pee and then reuse it up to 4 times, and then all of a sudden you're going to kill yourself. And speaking of poop and crawling through poop, they did a search over all the creepy things you find on Craigslist, and a guy was paying people $150 an hour to climb into their septic tank.
I quit my job now.
That's probably where that fucking video that I saw on your mom's house podcast, where this dude is like bathing in a leathery like fetish suit. He's bathing in shit.
That's the one.
That's fucking disgusting.
It made me feel so sick.
Oh my
and Danny
God.
Dan says you should tell the story, by the way.
Oh, it was just so bad. It's like somebody exploded.
This is not what we're trying to talk about.
I know.
I just wanted to sort of relate it to like escaping prison.
And have to do some.
Yeah,
shit.
no, that's
Get
you know that is. But I am not easily grossed out. Well, a little bit more anymore. I don't even understand why.
The older I get, like the less grossed out I am by things because I'm just like not even phased as much anymore.
See, I kind of feel the opposite actually.
Really? It's
yeah.
worse?
Yeah, it's like
No.
nothing fucking phased me. Nothing at all. Now it's all kind of like, oh no. What is this?
Oh no.
No. Who raised you? What's happening? What's going on, guys? I don't get this.
Oh,
No, thank you.
Who raised you?
Oh, did we get a bad one?
Gregory would rather have a Tabasco enema than do any of that.
Oh, I bet
I
that'll clean
concur.
your shit right out.
No, what was that? Did you hide one?
You probably
No,
would
I
have to
didn't.
crawl in
Oh,
it.
I'm sorry. I thought you hit it.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, no, that's
If
not
you're
why not.
shitting that much after a Tabasco enema, then you probably will eventually have to crawl in it if it's everywhere.
I guess that since it's yours, though, is that okay? Does that make it better?
It's like some Thai food and some Tabasco enemas. Like, no.
I'm adorable and short, and I wouldn't last long in prison, so I'll do whatever it takes to get out. I'll do both of those things to get out.
He's like, you can have my fruit cup. You can have my cornbread. Just
Take
get
that,
me
yeah,
the
take
fuck
the
out of
pork chop.
here.
I'm not equal. I'll not survive. I'm not getting my leg shot off. Not gonna work.
Oh,
my God.
no.
I'm
Ew.
out.
Ew.
Yeah, because they will shoot to fucking.
They will murder your ass. Which
Mhm.
If
makes
you
sense.
escape?
Yeah.
Oh, did you post that question, by the way?
Yep.
Did you put it on there?
He showed in.
Yeah.
Oh, thank
It's on
God.
there.
Thank God. That way,
Hang
at
on.
least people probably know what the fuck we're jabbering about.
I hope so.
Oh, my gosh.
All right, I had to do something gross real quick.
It's cool. It's probably not as gross as what we just talked about. So.
No, not as gross. Doesn't
Oh.
involve shit, so we're good.
Oh, yay.
I'm okay with that. Shit doesn't bother me that bad after the little one.
I just took my Invisalign out. Oh my God, you guys. You probably can't see from far away.
It
Or
looks
from
good.
wherever, but
it looks really fucking good.
there's no gap. It's gone.
You know those commercials where they have the Mentos and they get the big smile? I want you in those commercials.
the Mentos for the gift of the
No, not
smile.
yet.
Mentos,
We'll
the
wait
Mentos.
till after my whitening.
Oh,
Oh, when you're ready, it's got to be on there. There's a big smile.
Shut up, Miguel. You're just being nice.
I got Miguel.
We get thrown. I'm being nice to get thrown. Stuff
Still
thrown
get
at.
lipstick thrown at you.
Love that coffee.
Are you guys ready for a little bit of strange news?
My fingers are ready.
She's like, okay. Okay, so it's partial news. Well, no, I mean, it is news, and it's partial speculation. It has to do with some stuff in town.
Oh.
And I won't say any names of anybody just because it's still an ongoing investigation.
Okay.
But if you're from town here in Bakersfield, you may be a little bit familiar with the story.
Oh, shit.
Don't judge me because, like I said, it's all speculation, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so anyways, a little tiny bit of a backstory. About like 2 or 3 weeks ago, my boyfriend and I went to a Mexican food restaurant here in town, and we parked next to this one vehicle. When we got out, I kind of looked over because the guy was like sitting there playing on his phone with his window down. And it was just the light kind of distracted me, and I looked over.
Oh, okay. So
And I
assume it
recognized.
was evening time then, if his light.
Well, no, it was in the shade, so it wasn't bright, but so it was kind of dark on that side of the
Okay.
building. It was like maybe in the evening, late afternoon,
Right.
like maybe about 5 before it started getting dark. And I recognized who the person was in the vehicle. Not
Okay.
that we knew each other, but they used to be on TV all the time here as a reporter in town.
Okay.
And we went in the restaurant, And I told my guy, well, no, I'm sorry. We went in there, we ordered, we sat, we ate. Some time had passed, like maybe about a half an hour or so. We go outside, he's still sitting there.
Oh, so it's not the pretty Asian girl.
No, it's a guy. It's a guy, sorry. He's still sitting there and he looks all pissed off. And I just kind of thought it was weird that all that time passed and he's just sitting in the parking lot by himself. And like I said, we're parked right next to him. So I kind of looked up and over because I'm like aiming for my door, and he looks up and he just kind of has like a scowl on his face, and I'm like, all right, well, fuck you then too.
Bitch, fuck you.
And then I get in the car and I told my boyfriend, I said, oh, I know that guy. He used to be on the news all the time as a reporter. And I said, I think he got fired a few years back for like domestic violence or something like that. He was arrested or.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, that's why I'm not saying any names. And he got, let go from his job. And
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
That's a good word.
Yeah. And then it was just kind of like, oh, okay, well, that's kind of weird. And so maybe about a week ago, off of Union on the east side, there was a lady's body found in the canal behind
I heard about
Burger
that.
King. Okay, good.
Yes.
Okay, good. So because we do this show, I'm always, well, not just because we do the show, but since I do the show, I'm even more than I was before into looking into things.
Right.
And being curious about like, well, what happened, So I'm reading the report. And then, of course, I saw it on Facebook. So you see a lot of people are leaving comments. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe you can kind of pick pieces of information out of comments. Like people knew that person. And then
I
you
do
can,
that too. I get so like
you can kind of make little pieces of things from people who may have known this person and said, no, this isn't what happened.
Right.
Okay. So, nothing came of it when I read that one. Then there was another one. People were, asking for like a GoFundMe, like help with the arrangements and this and that. And I was like, oh, how interesting. Okay. So I wonder if there's anything new about it.
Right.
Didn't really read anything new. They still don't know how she ended up in the canal dead. Some people are saying, oh, she probably committed suicide. Or some people are saying, oh, because that's a bad side of town.
That's a popular one. Suicide's real popular right now.
Not saying that didn't happen because they haven't said exactly why yet. That's what I'm saying. Like, let's not, because people get attacked over this shit, especially when nothing's out all the way. So I'm just saying it's speculation. But there was a girl that had made a comment. She made a very long comment that made me jump back a little bit and go, whoa. And she goes, she goes, how funny. She was just engaged to so-and-so, which was the ex-reporter that my boyfriend and I had just seen, who was previously in trouble for domestic abuse a few years back, was her fiance. They broke up. She was talking about having a stalker online, and then she comes up dead. And he hasn't said anything about it. So it's like, oh, okay. So then I look up on her profile. And I see that she legitimately was engaged to this person, that she was seeing this person. It doesn't say anything about them breaking up or her having a stalker. I don't know how limited her account was to see, you know what I'm saying? Like you can make some things private and some things public.
Right.
And I was kind of like, this is very interesting. So it's a little strange news for me. But I do think that it's kind of interesting. I'm not saying that this person did anything. Like I said, I'm not naming any names.
It's just a weird coincidence.
It's very weird. And, for somebody who, for somebody just in comments just to say, no, I knew this person. And she was saying that she's had she just moved back here. She was engaged. They broke up. That she was complaining about having a stalker constantly. And now she's dead.
A stalker.
And then you have other people saying, oh, no, she committed suicide. She had problems. And other people are saying, no, like there was somebody watching her. Like, so it's very interesting. Seeing it also, too, that it is local. So because we do live here and there are a lot of creeps that live here and
of course.
Our situation here in this town is not getting any better as far as crime goes. So
exactly, especially with the homeless population on the rise, assaults have gone up drastically. All other theft crimes have gone up too.
Oh yeah,
there's shit in our streets. Like, what the fuck is happening, dude?
Somebody set my porch on fire 2 weekends ago. Somebody tried to walk in my house a week before that. And then my neighbor and I just ran off somebody trying to break into a house across the street yesterday.
Well, I'm sorry about the fire. I thought it was a funny joke, but it wasn't.
Well, thanks. I appreciate it. jerk, because it was after I went to sleep.
Well,
So
I was gonna do the poop bag trick, poop bag.
it
Fire.
wasn't. Somebody lit my fucking plant on fire.
Well, yeah, I forgot about the bag, so I was like, "Oh, plant fire!" Just.
I mean, if it was the weed plant, I understand because we all won't get high. But I mean, shit, it was my fucking.
You didn't tell us that. Yeah, fuck, that's crazy.
Dude, there's
I didn't
always
know
so much
that.
There's always so much happening.
Well, it's because of the side of town you live on.
Yeah. Well, it used to be a nice side, and now they just dump everybody there because all the freeways are getting built right there.
Yeah.
All the exit and on ramps are all right there now, and they just dump everybody there, and it's like,
Why
are you
is nobody
serious?
talking about LA fucking busing transients?
Dude, they keep
I'm
that
the
shit
relocation
real
program.
low key.
I say
Dude.
this all the time. I bring it up to everybody, and I shit you not. 80% of people listen to me and know, and 20% look at me like I'm on fucking crack. They're
Most
like,
of these people on these streets are not even from Bakersfield.
no, they're from San Francisco, Santa Cruz, LA. Some of them come from Colorado. They come from other states.
It's fucking crazy.
And what the relocation program is, if you are not aware of it, ghouls, is basically if you are homeless, you've got a drug problem, you do not want to be a functioning member of society, or maybe you have mental problems that keep you from becoming a functioning
that the
person in
government
society.
doesn't want to fucking help people with.
Exactly.
That's another whole fucking thing.
So how the government helps you, or their local government helps them, is they give them $200 and a bus ticket and tell them you cannot come back once you leave, and they ship you somewhere else, and you become somebody else's problem.
Exactly.
Well, we're one of those places where they like to dump a lot of them off because they're right up close to LA.
Because we're
so.
known for having meth here.
And we can't do
Not
anything
as-
about it.
Yeah.
It wasn't that bad till recently. Now
it
it's
wasn't
like,
that
Jesus.
bad, but now it's heroin.
It's so
now
bad.
it's heroin.
It's so
because I
bad.
remember a couple years ago it was tweakers and shit.
Mhm.
But now it's like everyone's all fucking
I ran into 3 people on the floor just passed out with a needle, either near them
dude,
or
it's
still on.
just
Yeah.
last week there was a guy in front of my new job and he was like in front of our shop, just like trying to hide that he was shooting up right there.
They do it at my work too, and across the street at the nice
And there's a
restaurants
bunch
and
of
everything.
dudes. I've noticed there's a bunch of people walking around with little armbands on.
Do they ain't ready to take that shit off? They're ready to be. They want to do it as soon as they can get it. So
Those fucking, they're wearing like little wraps around their
yeah,
arms.
it's fucking.
I'm like, dude, what is happening? But that's a whole other thing.
That's
Jesus
another
fucking
episode for
Christ.
another day.
Ugh.
That I can go on for hours about that shit. I really could, because there's a whole lot of shit connected to that could be another episode. Skid Row, all that. Anyways.
That should be one actually.
Yes. So, okay. So we had a question of the night. We got strange news.
Yeah.
Would you? Oh wait, no, that was what was. Wait.
We did my would you rather.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. A 79-year-old man was found.
That's right. I was like, what the fuck are we missing this week?
I didn't write down the town and I didn't write down the city. So if this story sounds familiar to you, please remind me because I didn't write it down. All right. A 79-year-old man was found shot through the neck in his home. The police were called by a neighbor who heard the gunshot. When the police arrived, they found clues for at least 19 booby traps in this man's home.
What?
In his home. Inside his home.
Was he in Bakersfield? Oildale?
A police officer was almost shot in the face by trying to open up a trunk because they found the body. You know, they came in looking for clues, looking for stuff to see what could have happened. He opened a trunk and a bullet was like right
Like
by
some Breaking Bad shit where
Yeah.
the back opens up.
Yeah,
No,
right
kidding.
by his fucking face.
Oh
Dude.
my
So
God.
they called in military personnel to come in and, you know, look through all this stuff. Not even SWAT, like military. Like they brought
Yeah.
in like people for this stuff. So it turned out that the man had set these booby traps and left sticky notes, like little clues around the house as to where the booby traps are and how they are set off.
Oh wow.
Like there was even one instance where they dismantled I don't even know if that's the right term, but they took apart a booby trap where if you removed a certain amount of beers from like a little case, then a booby trap would go off.
Well, that's how you teach somebody not to drink all your goddamn beer.
By any chance,
Rude.
Guy in Texas.
I don't know.
Let's see if I can.
If
More
this
than a
happened
dozen
more
traps
than
found
once,
home.
then that's fucking crazy
That's
because
super sad.
I wouldn't doubt it. There's Oklahoma, Arkansas, Missouri.
But yeah, the man
Kentucky.
had accidentally shot himself in the neck by setting off one of his booby traps.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it allegedly he had made these booby traps for his estranged family. He was planning on killing his family.
Oh, I like literally made them for his family.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like he was like, oh, here, Merry Christmas.
No, he was planning on not like that, just
Mhm.
things in his home, like if you move something would shoot you in the face. Like there was tethers.
What a
and, like,
freaking psycho.
Yeah, they thought he was like senile because he was 79 and he had spent the last 4 years hanging out in his garage making all these things and he never got over his wife divorcing him and all that stuff. But I just thought it was funny that his own booby trap killed him.
Yeah.
He planned on killing his entire family, but he ended up getting shot in the neck instead. So,
Did he die in that one? You say?
The old man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is
Okay.
Yeah,
so
this is a death
You
you can
found it,
laugh
okay.
at. This was my death.
I just want to
laugh
make
at.
sure because this is a whole different story. Then
That was like some wily
Oh my
coyote.
god, but it's like the same.
this dude lived, got shot by one of his own booby traps, almost around the same age. He was 73, but he lived.
It must be like a war thing that
He
these old
lived?
men don't.
'Cause
They
I
can't
remember
get
a different
over.
case of it too. Like he wasn't that old. He was like around 50 or 60,
No
and he
shit.
did because they were trying to take his house, like his family.
This is
Oh,
the same. The
that's
same
the-
instance.
Oh.
No, not the same because this guy was in his 70s.
It can't
But
be.
the same instance, they were trying to take his house.
That's why. Oh,
And so he started building booby traps and he wanted to kill his family for leaving him and abandoning him.
Oh, that's kind of sad too.
It
at the
is
same
sad,
time.
but at the same time, it's
It's
like
sick and
"Aw."
sad.
just call your grandpa once in a while. He won't try to murder you. God damn, people.
He had like some teen, like I don't know the exact number, but he had some umpteen, like in the teens of.
I like to say umpteen because my grandma says that.
Yeah.
Umpteen.
It's like a southern like.
Coin and kerner.
Yeah.
Go get a wash done on your clothes.
Wash.
Washing. Umpteen time. I told you umpteen times.
That's funny.
Sorry.
He had like in the teens of grandchildren and like I don't know, at least a little less than 10 children. So he had a lot of fucking kids.
That is still some Wile E. Coyote shit.
Yeah.
Me-
That's exactly what Richard said. Did he work
wasn't
for
fast
Acme and
enough.
make deals with the coyote?
Does it really?
That's exactly
Yeah.
what
Oh
it was.
shit, it does. Oh well, okay.
And then another good one I like right here, Joshua Roberts saying, if you kill someone after you're dead, you still go to hell.
Ooh.
I think it's their fault at that point. You already left.
But they died by default on your end, so I
Oh,
mean that should be a count against you.
Okay.
No, nobody died after they found him dead, but they almost did. One officer almost died.
I just
Because
say
of the
blow the
booby
whole
trap.
fucking thing up, burn it
And
to
then
the
just
ground.
burn it down.
Just burn it to the fucking ground. Who cares?
But it's crazy. There was one God, I didn't write it down. Oh my god, I was horrible at this. I was trying to do it really fast, but I remembered some of it. There was a sticky note that they could not remember or they couldn't figure out the and I forgot the phrase, but there was one note they couldn't find the 19th booby trap.
Oh shit! Burn
The
it to
very
the
last
ground.
one they couldn't find. They gave up because they couldn't understand the note that he left. Because for these booby traps, he left sticky notes.
Okay,
And he left clues in the
What?
sticky notes.
that's some Saw bullshit right there,
But this guy,
or some Zodiac bullshit because he left clues and like little description
this guy
ciphers.
they tried to say that maybe he was just senile, but at the same time, like he wanted to kill his family. But I don't know.
I can see that
Who
though when you go
knows?
senile. My grandma has like really deep dementia. She just turned 91 and she's had dementia and
wow.
Alzheimer's for like maybe 6 years,
Mhm.
maybe
Does
6
she try to
years.
kill you with traps?
No, but she is her. Don't get me wrong. I still love her to death. She's still my grandma. She's still my hero. I love her to death. She's a good woman. But when your mind goes, you start saying and doing things you normally do not. They're very weird.
Yeah.
It's very out of place. It's like, what? you
almost like
you
you're-
second look at them like, what?
Like
what the
someone's drunk,
Yeah.
like
no,
past
Completely out
the
of their
point,
body.
like
yeah,
blacked out.
Yeah, like it's not even her anymore. So it's like I can kind of see like, you know, getting a little up there in age, and your mind starts deteriorating. So
I just thought it was funny because he planned to kill his family, and like he ended up killing himself.
it's like, fuck you, putos. You didn't come to Thanksgiving.
See, my grandma was actually, after her stroke, she lived for another almost 4 years.
Mhm.
Okay.
But no, her mind was very
Mine
much
was
rough
going.
on her.
Yeah.
And she was always mean though. So
Yeah.
when she said mean things afterwards, it made sense. She was a little nicer afterwards.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, see, mine was the opposite. She was always very nice, respectful. She did not curse. She worked in a bank most of her life. She was, you know, a very well-respected woman that did a lot for herself and her family. And she's very independent. I love the shit out of her. She was my idol. But when she started getting sick, she just started saying really mean, off-the-wall shit just randomly. It's like, you look at her, what the hell? And she would curse too. Grandma would smack you in the mouth. She would give you the 5-finger discount if she ever heard you say something. Like she heard you say damn, hell, or shit. You couldn't even say hell or shit in front of grandma. Couldn't say damn in front of grandma. What'd you say?
Oh my god.
That was my
No, no,
nickname
no.
to my grandma, a little shit.
Little shit, yeah.
Until kindergarten. And then like I told the teacher and she's like, no, I don't do that.
That's it.
That and
That's
turkey.
it, Puto.
That and turkey. Those were the two things you would call everybody. Turkey or shit.
I like turkey. I think turkey's actually a cute word to call somebody. Like you, oh, you turkey.
When she was trying to be cute or if she wanted to be serious, you're a shit.
That's cute.
What do you call it? Real quick, Deanna says, missing you two at Stogie Fest. You were the other two reasons we wanted to go to Bakersfield. I'm totally sorry. I should have told you. The Giannis brothers, who always fucking win on the Bakersfield.
Yes.
Thing, they came to Bakersfield. Did not tell us they were coming.
Oh no!
I had no idea until the morning
Ideas.
of.
Well, next time give us a heads. You don't have to tell them because
Don't tell
Shit
them.
about
Just
them.
come see us.
Tell us you're coming and we'll show up.
Yeah, no one tells us shit. It's fine. That's
Yeah.
fine.
No one gives a shit about Frankie Miguel.
Yeah,
So,
I'm fine with that too. Still.
right? Oh, Jesus.
And then real quick, Gregory talking about Double Jeopardy the movie. Vicky says, my husband's buddy was working close to a gate when the prisoner grabbed his screwdriver and stabbed him.
Oh my gosh.
They were told not to get too close. It was a dumb move, but still sad. No, it's definitely still sad, Reddy.
Oh yeah.
It's still sad. Joshua, never call me that again. I will have to fight you to the death to call me that. Jack Turkey is very. Ooh, that's bad. Ooh, that's bad.
I'll call you a cracker then.
Danny Dan says,
A
mine's
wheat cracker because
98
it's brown.
with that, and it's sad.
Sometimes crackers, wheat crackers, pretzel
she's
crackers.
stronger strength-wise, but the health, but not minded. You know,
Huh.
it's a very rough thing to go through.
It is.
Oof.
Yeah.
I feel
Sorry, I
for
didn't
him.
mean to bum everyone out. I thought it was funny.
It just got into some real shit on our hearts, Lauren. Shut.
And I like this YouTube name. It's War Ready says hi.
Hi. Thank you
Hi.
for joining us.
Gore is totally fun. War Ready. Sorry, you gotta enjoy the gore with the.
If you're
girls
war
and gin.
ready, then you know you gotta expect some gore.
You gotta
Well, we
be
don't have a whole-
gore ready.
We don't have a whole lot of gin tonight, but we got Jack and something else. So
Oh man,
oh, wait, I can't show the
I
label.
poured my liquors in this one.
Alcohols can't. Get
These
mad
are
at you.
sips, not chugs, by the way.
They
Baby
cannot,
sips.
They cannot get mad at you for showing their labels and stuff. Right?
Alcohol, yeah, on like YouTube and stuff.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so we're totally fine.
Well, it's
Show
like we're giving them free advertisement.
Exactly.
I
You're
don't
welcome.
See what the big fucking deal is.
Exactly.
Welcome. You ready, girl?
All right, Edward Snowden. He leaked some information to the press, basically telling citizens that the government was illegally spying on its citizens
Oh, who
and
would have thought?
sharing information with companies illegally and just stuff like that. So he had to escape to Hong Kong in 2013. Then he eventually moved to Russia, where he's still fucking talking to everybody in America.
He doesn't give a shit.
He doesn't give a fuck because you know what? He was doing the right thing.
Yeah, he was.
A lot of people maybe think that oh, well, he's a traitor, well, whatever. But at the same time, he exposed the government for the liars and shit
and
that they
validated
really
to
are.
a lot of conspiracy theorist shit. Like, 'cause you know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, yeah. He validated a lot of conspiracy theories where the government's listening in on your phone calls. They're listening in on your text message or watching your text messages and all that shit. The government really is. They
Yeah.
really are. And he had top security clearance. Like, he knew pretty much everything.
mhm.
And
he worked for everybody, so
He-
he had to know everything.
he believed that, as I believe, that shit is wrong.
It is wrong.
You shouldn't be spying on fucking citizens. Like, they were looking for terrorists. That's
no,
what
that's not
they
what
claimed.
it's about, though. It's about
That's what
controlling people.
That's what they claimed at first, though. At first, they claimed they were looking for terrorists, and they were looking for people that might have any links to terrorists, and they just threw that word terrorist out there to get the public afraid.
I think we're
and
all
to make
terrorists to
them-
the government.
Yeah,
sorry,
dude.
sorry.
No, it's fine. Like, I'm fired up about this shit. Like, it pisses me off. Like, and you know what? There's nothing that we can do because everybody needs social media to connect with people because hardly anybody texts or calls anymore.
Yeah.
This is the way that we communicate with people.
Mhm.
You know, if our platform is on social media, that's the only way that we're going to be able to reach anybody.
Right.
And the government spying on it.
And demonetizing the shit out of everybody.
Well, that's a trickle down.
Yeah, I heard
But
about
yeah,
that.
yeah,
The
that's
Reaganomics of
also
spying,
true.
man.
Yeah, there you go. It's a
Reaganomics.
Reaganomics of spying.
But no,
It's a
you're
trickle down.
absolutely right,
But
though.
yeah, so Edward Snowden was one of the convicts that escaped. He actually didn't even get arrested or go to trial or anything.
Because motherfucker
But
bounced.
yeah,
He's
because
like,
he knew.
"Bye."
He was like, this is gonna fuck my life up.
No,
And
he
it
did it
really
right.
did. Like, but at the same time, like, he did a service for Americans. Like,
Mhm.
he put the information out there, and it was for us to do what we wanted to do with that information.
Yeah.
And nobody seemed to really care after a
Yeah.
while. But I mean, I think he did a great thing. That's
Oh,
my
yeah.
personal opinion. I think it was amazing. And for him to, you know, he told the government, I don't know exactly who he spoke to. I didn't write it down or anything. I don't know specifics, but he basically said, "Okay, if you guys want me to come back, you're going to give me a fair trial. You're going to give me a fair trial
Sorry, I don't like the government.
where
energy on this.
I know, fuck, I wish, give me more. You're gonna give me a fair trial and all that stuff, and they basically just like ignored it. So he's technically a fugitive.
Can you tell me something? If I might be wrong on this, but
You're wrong.
wasn't he only stuck in Russia because they turned off his passport? Like, this guy, no, he's not allowed to travel now.
I don't know,
I want to say that
I
was
don't
part
know
of the
that.
story. I want to read his
but
book.
I know he went to Hong Kong
Yes.
and then he went to Russia.
Yeah, no, I remember that.
He was able to make it far enough to where like they couldn't catch him before he left.
Yeah, and at one
But
point, I think,
because
yeah.
he left, and then he called this the journalist and was like, release this shit.
Yeah.
And then he moved again. So he lives his life normally though, like, and he's done a podcast with fucking Joe Rogan.
Yeah. I didn't
It's
get to watch all of it, but I think I watched about half of it.
I watched
because it was in sections.
I watched the whole thing and I was like, fucking crazy.
Mhm.
It's crazy what the government is allowed to do. Just because they're the government and nobody's regulating them, nobody's telling them, the people aren't being like, hey, you can't fucking do that because they're hiding shit from us.
Yeah. They hide stuff or they try to distract us with fake, stupid shit that's going on in the world. Like, oh, like 1.5 million fucking people are complaining about they don't want transgenders in the bathroom, but it's like, really, nobody gives
There
a
was
shit.
something else happening during that time that was way more fucking important than
Yeah.
this bathroom shit.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Like, they throw shit out there to distract. Like,
Right.
Epstein was like, it was out for a hot minute, then it's, oh, let's look at all this other shit over here. And it's like, what the hell happened with Epstein? Like,
Now
no,
Epstein's murder is just a joke.
Oh, yeah,
it's a joke now. Nobody fucking. That's crazy to me
Mhm.
that it's a joke now.
Yeah,
Like
it is.
that
It's a
shit,
total
he
meme
was
joke.
fucking murdered, and everybody's just making memes about it.
He
Like
was a
we
dirty
all know,
dog,
but
yeah.
we're not gonna do anything.
I do the memes to poke at everybody who sits there and goes, "Oh, you're fucking stupid because you think that he wasn't fucking. You think he didn't fucking commit suicide? You're fucking crazy." I'm like, "Oh, look at that! Look at that!"
I'm fine with I'm crazy for this one because he was a dirty pedophile, and
Who-
he could have
That's
gotten rid
fine.
of so many other pedophiles, but they didn't want it out, so they killed him.
Yeah,
I
because
believe
he
that.
extorted people. That's how he got his fucking money. He
I don't care
extorted
that he was
people.
murdered. I care that he was murdered before confessing and giving information on fucking Bill Clinton.
Or any of them.
Oh,
yeah, I don't even give a
oh!
shit
I gotta
about
send you
Bill.
guys a link. There is a. Oh my god! There is a newscast video. It's not CNN. It's like MSNBC or some shit. They did not air it, but you can see it on YouTube. I gotta find it before they fucking take it off too.
Uh-oh, quick.
This reporter chick, she's sitting there and she's pissed. Like, she's saying, I had this story 3 fucking years ago and they shut me down on this shit and this and that ball. And she was mad. She goes,
Dude,
"Wait."
because you got to think reporters are people too. They have to get stories to keep their jobs.
Well, not just that, but I mean, like, this affected so many people.
Yeah, no.
And it's such a big deal. No, I know what you're saying, though.
I get that too. But yeah, like this could have been a big story for her back
Oh
then.
yeah, but she was saying she goes, we had stuff on the Clintons, we had stuff on this people and that shit, and she said you can tell she on her face it's not a made up mad, it's a genuine frustration. No, it's not them. It's a blonde chick. She's real pretty.
Oh, she's real pretty, huh?
Yeah, she's real pretty. I'm serious. Not to be like that, but I'm saying if you looked at her, you'd be like, oh, okay, it's her. No. Reporter gets angry about everything. That's not a fucking. What the fuck is that, Miguel? That's not it.
And so what pops up first? I figured maybe it was
No, it's
pop-up.
reporter angry over Epstein. Put that. We can't get nothing done right around here. Fuck this shit, man.
Should I move on to the next one before we go
can,
back? We can
yes.
go back to it. Okay.
Sorry, we're going on our little
So
tangents.
Theodore Cole and Ralph Rowe
Mhm.
were bank robbers in the 1930s, and they were arrested and sent to prison.
Mhm.
They were transferred to Alcatraz because they had tried to previously escape from the prison that they were at before.
Mhm.
So they were sent to Alcatraz because supposedly Alcatraz was inescapable. Like nobody could get out
The
of
rock.
there,
You
right?
can't get off the fucking rock.
Yeah. So they cut a hole in the window of the tire repair shop and were able to sneak out
Mm-hmm.
and get out. So they escaped December 16th, 1937 from Alcatraz.
December in the Bay Area.
Freezing ass cold. And they said supposedly that maybe they drowned
Well, because
while trying to escape.
That's why it's out there, because if you try to escape, you're gonna drown or get eaten by sharks or some shit.
So that water's really
But-
shitty, right?
It's really cold.
Some people do have alleged proof that they made it to shore and that they lived and that they escaped, like letters and things
Mhm.
like that. So it's not 100% proven. So I thought this one was kind of interesting because nobody really knows for sure.
I
Right.
do love this story. I've heard it
But I
before.
love it. I love it. It's so cool.
I
Like,
thought it was 3 guys for some reason.
One of them never got off. They found him on the island.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
okay.
he never actually left with
Yeah.
them. But
Okay.
like they made it like a makeshift raft,
Mhm.
and
He had to stay behind, right? For some reason, I don't remember what.
I don't know. I don't remember. But he ended up not going with them. But they didn't mention him in this story though, because he didn't actually escape.
Yeah,
Like, he
no,
got
no.
out, but he didn't leave. So
Gotcha.
he doesn't technically count because he's a pussy. So.
The water was too cold for him.
L7 weenie.
He's like, oh, I forgot to stretch before we went out here, guys. I'm sorry.
It's like I had a cramp. I didn't have lunch today. Ciao.
But yeah, they were supposedly drowned in the ocean, but nobody really knows because there's no way to drag the bottom of the ocean to find these people.
Oh hell no, not out there.
Yeah, and there was no way that any bones were washed up onto shore or
No.
anything. So they could have made it. They could have drowned, but they could have made it. So
Yeah.
this
Well-
one's kind of an unknown.
Right. Well, the Bay Bridge, when you're getting on it on either side, excuse me, it's really known for going to the edge of the water under the bridge, and bodies just get dumped like crazy because you're going all the way out into the Pacific Ocean. So, I mean, they probably would never find those guys if they did drown. They would never find those guys ever.
Yeah.
Not in a
Just
million
like in
years.
Nevada when people bury bodies out like way in the desert.
Mhm. Yeah,
They're just
exactly.
gone. Yeah.
They're
They're
gone.
just
Exactly.
gone.
They're just gone.
Nobody fucking knows.
Never know.
Yeah.
Okay, so actually, here's one that I thought was really cool. His name is John Patrick Hannon. He currently holds the record for the longest time evading capture.
I heard about this one.
Over
Okay.
60 years.
60.
Over
I'm
60
gonna go
years.
cause a murder real quick. I'll be back.
Yeah. He was an inmate at Dorset prison in England. He escaped with knotted bed sheets and went through a window. I wonder.
That's so typical.
Yeah.
Like a movie.
Yeah, like a cartoon. That's probably where they get it from. Well,
cartoon.
because this was over 60 years ago. So
60
That was
years
a long
ago,
time ago.
in a British. What do you do? Like accidentally poison the crumpets so they're fucking guard? Oh,
the
they'll
stems
never.
and the crumpets.
Yeah,
with
so they had no
afternoon
strength to
tea.
catch him. Oh,
The
whatever.
crumpet.
Yeah. They gave up a few decades ago because they're just like, we're never gonna find this guy. They think he went back to his home country of England. If he's alive today, he'd be about 83, 84 years old. So I mean, if he lived that long, that's about what the age he'd be at now. But yeah, like that's the longest time evading. I mean, besides a serial killer, because these people weren't actually captured and then escaped. These people actually, captured and escaped. But that is a long time to evade the police. Yeah.
Yeah,
At that
60
point-
years.
But they
Yeah.
can sit there and check our fucking Facebooks and shit.
But
whatever.
then again, the Golden State dude escaped. Well, he wasn't arrested.
Golden
but
State Killer?
Technically, he escaped or evaded
Yeah.
police for a long time
Yeah.
too. And
Like-
how many years was that?
That was a long
Do you
time.
remember?
That was up until a few years ago when they called him.
Yeah, that was
last year.
That was a long time.
Was it
too.
last year?
Yeah,
2018,
last
yeah.
year.
Okay, I kept thinking maybe it was year before last, but
It was 70
Years.
my life
Fuck.
is a fucking blur, so whatever.
Those were
Well, that's
70
only
crimes.
like, what, 40 years? 40, 45 years? I mean, fuck that dude. This dude's got 60. What now, Puto?
No, I think that the police and hunting in the U.S. is just a little better than these British people stopping to, re-shingle their house or something. I don't know. What they do. And I'm just
You
gonna-
know nothing about British culture.
Apparently not, because I said re-shingle houses.
I don't
so-
either, so.
I admit that now.
Oh,
That's the error of my
man.
ways.
Glenn Stewart Godwin was a tool salesman, a construction worker, a mechanic, just basically trying to survive because, he was kind of poor. Like there wasn't a lot of ways that he could make money. He ended up robbing his drug dealer, stabbing him 26 times.
Jeez Louise.
26 times.
Every time we talk about death, gotta take a drink. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm just kidding. Woo.
It's a liquid
Gore's
thing.
giving.
Gore's giving.
We're gonna have an episode for Gore's giving. in a
Yay.
minute. All right. So Glenn put his drug dealer's body in a truck and blew up the truck trying to cover up the murder. Okay. He was caught and sentenced to 26 to life in prison. He escaped through a storm drain in the 80s. 1987, he escaped through a storm drain. That's like fucking Shawshank Redemption style. Yeah. He went to Mexico, but he was rearrested in Mexico But then he escaped again in 1991, and he's believed to be working with the Latin American drug trade.
What?
So if he's still alive, he's working with the cartel.
Oh.
Yeah, he escaped twice. He escaped American prison because they eventually sent him to like a camp, I think. It was like a work camp for prisoners.
He's like, nah,
And then he escaped that, went to Mexico. Mexico arrested him.
Wow.
But then he escaped again while he was in Mexico. And so I think, yeah, everybody thinks he's working with the cartel now.
It's possible.
Probably. That wouldn't surprise me if he's American working with the cartel or had been since then.
Oh, man.
I mean, I don't know how old he might be now. It didn't say really how old he was when I read the article.
Did you guys watch The Mule with Clint Eastwood? But, it's a true case about like a 70-year-old man who was running drugs for the cartel, like millions at a time. But they never caught him and never respected him
because he's so old and he's like,
I'm just old and feeble. That's what like the fucking Golden State Killer tried to do. He's like, I'm so old and feeble. Like, please, I'm old. And they're like, motherfucker, we've been watching you for months. You're fine. You're still playing. He didn't really play soccer. I was gonna say, like, he's still like a functioning.
Soccer?
No.
Richard Nettleton said Peter Griffin did it too. Which one is he talking about?
He did escape Shawshank Redemption. So
That's right.
When they did.
Remember that episode? I remember.
Oh man. Oh god. Well, this guy, his name is and forgive me because I'm horrible with names. Ahmed Tavili. He was captured and escaped several times, off and on. He's a Canadian citizen, but he was known for being part of a Persian gang in Canada.
Oh.
Where he would steal and extort like over millions of dollars from American elderly people.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah.
I think I read about this guy.
Yeah, he did like he was also known for like assault.
Telemarketer scams.
Oh, that I don't know. I didn't get like super detailed into it.
From what I remember, he was like doing telemarketing scams.
Might have.
That's how he got the old people.
Yeah, but he got like millions of dollars out of this shit.
Yeah, like $3 million.
Yeah. They think he's in Canada now. He might be in Europe or in the Middle East.
Calling people.
Yeah, probably. How can I help you? How can I help you with your Apple service? I need $15 million.
Oh my god, I'm dying.
Yeah, but he was being held at a maximum prison. I forget, it's Port of something. I forget what it's called. And no one has ever escaped there before or since him. He's the only person that's ever escaped from this maximum prison. Yeah. And what he did is he had access to a very large sum of money. And he basically paid off a guard. And he dressed in a janitor's costume. And he was just like, oh, oh, glad it's not hot chili day. Da, 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 da. And then like was able to get the fuck out and take off. And now he's gone. But the reason why he ended up in the maximum security is because I think it was more than 4. He had been to several different prisons, and every one he was able to escape from. So they're like, no, fuck you. We're going to send you to a max. And this dude's like, oh, that's too hard. Hold on. Let me pay somebody real quick because I can't do this shit on my own anymore.
Jesus.
But yeah.
How hard was it to escape from prison back then?
I think it's like that scene from Idiocracy where you just tell him, no, I'm supposed to get out today.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Over there, he sat on my face and everything.
You never know. There are a lot of guards because I used to work at a prison. I was there during like a big freaking issue that had happened one time. When it was around Hurricane Katrina, we had a lot of people move here in town from Louisiana and the places that were affected by Katrina.
Right.
I worked in a kitchen as a food service manager for a long time. And we had a lady who had come from out in Louisiana and she was relocated here. She needed a job and she qualified to work at the prison because of her background.
Right.
Well, she got caught up with another inmate and then his friends. And I was sick. So I just so happened to call off.
Don't fall in love with the inmates.
Don't trust them. Don't tell them your life don't do shit because they will get you caught up.
They tell you that
they tell you
when
that
they hire
for a
you.
reason. Yes, they tell you for a reason. But they also tell you when you work at a prison, we have the right to stop you at any time before you completely enter our facility and pat you down and search you if we have reason to believe. Well, there were inmates running around with phones, cocaine, marijuana. So one guy had like a little Game Boy type system deal, and I called off work because I was sick, and she covered my shift, and there was already a case building against her. They searched her. She had shit duct taped to her legs. She had shit inside of her jacket. She had shit under her brassiere. She was bringing in a lot of shit. It's how weak-minded some people are. They'll do it because they just want to do it. And the inmates tell you too, oh yeah, I'll have somebody Western Union you like $400.
Not
bring
just
me this,
that. Like, I
that.
feel like some of these women are like, oh, these big fucking bad
They're
boys.
they're
like,
bad boys.
They're
Ooh.
bad
No, they're
boys.
losers.
And, like, they're so dangerous, and like I need that excitement in my life. Like, no, bitch. Like, this dude fucking murdered people.
I know the show's called Girls Going. I'm so glad I'm a dude. I've never had that thought. Like, oh my god.
You've never had a dude hit on you and try to like persuade you into bringing him like cocaine and like
I didn't say that. I just said I never
cigarettes and
fall for
tobacco
it.
and shit because it's illegal where you're at.
Yeah. Well,
I'll have a
that's-
homie Western Union you like $400. No worries. Here's the number.
Happens all the
Oh,
time.
it didn't work. Hold on. It's probably wrong. Let me go call him real quick. Oh, I'm sorry, but thanks anyway. I got my shit. So fuck
I've
you.
listened to podcasts where ex-prisoners would talk about fucking the fucking guards. The women, like,
Some of the dudes too. Seriously, it's some of the dudes
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
So
It's crazy, like, how much people are allowed to get away with.
it's not that they're allowed to get away with it. It's just
Well, people know. It's like, come on. We fucking know that they're...
everybody knows
know.
that it's implied you're not supposed to. And don't get me wrong. I'm not saying everybody in the
You're
prison
not
system does
supposed to,
this.
but if it keeps happening, then it must be allowed in some...
No, well, it's
way.
very it's like if you have 20 people running the whole prison, it's gonna be one asshole that's gonna ruin it for everybody. It's not the whole 20. It's the one person that's gonna ruin it.
True.
It's not everybody, because there are a lot of people that are straight up fucking assholes because they're in that position to be an asshole.
Right.
But you get one asshole in there that's a fucking loser and they can't think for themselves and they fuck it up for everybody.
Right.
Just like this one asshole who took a big ass bribe to let this fucking dude out. So it wasn't a group consensus, but no, I mean, it does happen. It does happen. I'm sure it's happened pretty much at every single prison multiple times, but yeah, it's people are stupid. So
It's true. I mean, what's his name? There was the worker who was helping my sister with her transfusions also worked for the ward that was housing Charles Manson here.
Oh, okay,
during
yeah.
his stint in our hospitals.
Uh-huh.
And to this day, up till his death, his guards were not allowed to be the same guards for more than a certain amount of time.
Because you convince them.
He's a very persuasive and seemingly normal person to them, or at least makes a good connection. I could see people being that slippery and that,
Yes.
that, what's the word? I don't know the word I'm looking for this, but
Manipulative.
yeah, I think that's the best way to describe it. And
They are, for sure. They really are, because that's how they get through in their lives. They learn how to manipulate others to get what they want.
and just keep fucking doing it.
And they keep doing it. And then when you don't have an actual cop that's been trained to not do this, even though there are cops that do it too.
Oh yeah.
Again, that's one out of the 20 that's running it, for example. But it's they know what they can and can't get away with. And if they know that you're a person that's a little more weak-minded than everybody else, and they're gonna, oh hey, how are you today?
Oh,
I
my
seem like I
God.
genuinely care and give a shit about you in your life.
Yeah.
But
What
I
else
really
can I work to
don't.
get out of you? So, people are crazy. People are crazy. I don't like people.
Very true. People suck.
I don't like people.
I don't like criminals.
Yeah.
Y'all are cool though. I like y'all.
Oh my god, we're at a minute and a half, guys.
We're at a minute and a half. Oh my goodness.
Bam.
Oh,
Okay, well, you guys, next weekend, not this weekend, next weekend, we will be in Las Vegas, Nevada at the Shock Fest Film Festival.
We're gonna go live sometime
absolutely.
Maybe a couple
while
times.
we're there.
Depends
a
on how
couple
much we
times,
drink.
absolutely.
Depends on how many drinks we have. We know we're going a lot of motherfucking places. So if you guys are in the area, check out Shock Fest Film Festival. You can get your tickets online now.
Mhm.
We will have a booth there. So if you guys want to come see us, we'd love to meet you guys if we haven't already, because there's a lot of people we've met already. So if you guys come out, that would be great. Yeah, and that's basically all like the exciting super duper stuff we got going till next year.
I know.
This is the end of the year already.
Gore's giving will be recorded ahead of time, right?
Yeah.
we're gonna do that
For
again.
supuesto, because I'm trying to like cook on Thanksgiving, not be here on Thanksgiving. So.
Yeah, we will have a pre-recorded episode for Thanksgiving evening because we know it's on a Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll do our traditional Gore's Giving.
I'll be
on
too
another
drunk
night
and full
and-
to do a show.
It'll be great.
You guys too. I'm sure y'all be too drunk and full to like. I can't find YouTube. It's like that's your wallet.
find
So-
I can't find YouTube.
oh my gosh. Well, thank you guys for listening to our rants and our tangents and our stories that we had prepared for you guys tonight. We appreciate everything that you guys do for us. For you guys tuning in
Thank you
every week
guys.
and sharing when you do share
Mhm.
and interacting with us. You guys mean a lot to us. So we're working through this. We appreciate you guys so much.
We love you.
We love you guys.
I'm gonna say it with a mouthful of candy.
Mwah, mwah, mwah. All right, Ghoulie Ghouls. Check us out on Instagram if you have not yet. We have exclusive stuff on there that you cannot see anywhere else.
We're trying to get more content up.
Joe's not that great at like wanting to go do pictures all the time because
Boo, Joe.
I'd rather be behind the camera or in front of the camera, but not in a still shot. So
We'll have to figure that out too, though.
Yeah.
Maybe more behind the scenes things of things you're working on.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. We'll figure it out, but come see us on Instagram.
I just saw the bajillion hearts go up just now. I was like, what was all that? Thank you whoever did that.
Thanks.
We love you guys so much. Thank you for joining us again this week. And we will see you guys next week and the next weekend on top of that. Bye, ghouls. We love you. Mwah.